If you thought that the corrupted Kitsune exploit was crazy, this new one is on a whole different level. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to basically print unlimited Kitsune chests with a Kodama method. And when I say unlimited, I mean unlimited. Last time we had to juggle tranquil and corrupted plants, but this time we're just going to straight up turn your garden into a Kitsune factory. You guys don't believe me? Literally just look behind me, bro. I feel like this method is completely broken, and if you do not use this before it gets patched, you're missing out on the biggest gold mine in Grow a Garden right now. Before I spill the beans, I just want to shout out everybody who entered the Kitsune giveaway from our last video. Some of y'all did not believe I had one, but it's right here. I told y'all that the winners would be announced by the next video. I will actually be announcing the winner on Tuesday, so this is actually your final chance to enter. If you want this majestic beast, all you have to do is like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and enter your Roblox username and your favorite pet down in the comments below. Guys, trust, I read every single comment, so don't worry, I won't miss you. Good luck to everyone who enters this giveaway. Winner will be announced on Tuesday. The Corrupted Zen update on July 26th absolutely flipped everything. It added mechanics to turn your fruits into corrupted plants. That's where one of the tools in this method comes in handy. And I'm talking about the one and only Kodama. What a lot of people might not know is that it also has its own evil twin. The one I'm holding right here, the Corrupted Kodama. In this video, we're going to use this set of twins to break the system wide open so we can farm infinite kits in the chest like it's nothing. Before we dive into the nitty gritty, let's talk about why these pets are so important. This Kodama is a legendary pet that you can only get from Kitsune chests. It has a passive called Tree Spirit. It literally gives you a 4.6% chance to turn any Zen fruit that you harvest into a tranquil mutation. If we want to talk about its evil twin, the Corrupted Kodama, I feel like these are a lot harder to get, but once you do get them, they're going to be so worth it. If you're trying to hatch just a regular Kodama, the hatch rate on these bad boys are about 14.5%. Now, if we're talking about its evil twin, that chance goes down to 4.35%. But if you can get your hands on at least 2 or 3 of these each, you can literally become the richest player in this game. What some might not know is that if you put multiple of these down, you can stack their abilities and it gives you a way higher chance to get tranquil mutations on each harvest. And if you stack enough of these, it feels like every harvest is a mutated fruit. What's crazy is that for each Kitsune chest you want to open, you only need 5 tranquil and 5 corrupted crops. And according to the Grow a Garden wiki, the best crop to grind this with is gonna be a Serenity. Luckily, I have a ton of Serenity seeds that we can cook up with here, but I'm sure most of you already know where this is going. We're gonna combine all of my Kodamas, and I'm gonna put down every single Serenity seed that I have down. Then we'll see how well this method actually works. I'm just gonna go ahead and start gathering all my pets here. I got all my Kodamas that we need down here in my hotbar. I have 4 of the regular Kodamas, and I only have 3 of the corrupted ones, but this should be way more than enough to make this work. Let's go ahead and pick up my octopus and my 2 kitsunes. Okay, let's put these boys down now. I got a couple more to put down here, and there we go. We got 7 in total down. I'm just gonna go ahead and feed the Kodamas because some of them are not fed. Trust me guys, I am not a bad pet owner. Now that we have our Kodamas down, we are now gonna prep my garden with these Serenity seeds. You guys can easily get these Serenity seeds through this Zen seed pack. I believe there's a 25% chance of getting it. I have about 21 of them. That should be enough. So I'm just gonna plant it across my farm here. I'm gonna try to be as neat as possible with this. That way it's not overlapping each other and we can just easily harvest it here. I got 7 more of these to plant, so I'm just gonna spam them everywhere, to be honest. I really don't care at this point. There we go. To speed up this process, I'm just gonna use some sprinklers here, some godlies, doesn't really matter I feel like. While these boys grow, I also just wanted to mention that you can plant the moon loomers, the zen roxes, the taro flower, or the hinomi if you have them. This is because they're all Zen crops, but the Serenity is the go-to because it's cheap and it's multi-harvest. This time we're not going to be messing around with any corrupted or tranquil plants like we did in the Kitsune method from last video. You're not going to have to gift them back and forth to keep track of bars. The only thing we're going to be needing is this field full of Zen crops. Also, since we have all of our Kodamas equipped, all of their passive abilities are now stacked. If I just had one, I would only get a 4% chance of a mutated harvest. But since we have these boys stacked, that chance goes up to 20 to 40%. Every other harvest that we're going to be getting from these Serenity plants is going to be corrupted or tranquil. If you don't have a team of Kodamas that you currently have, today's sponsor sponsor Bloxboom has them ready for you to go. They're legit fast and have rare pets that are normally a nightmare to grind for. The boys over at Bloxboom gave me a 10% off discount code for everyone to use. You guys can use my code MOD for 10% off any purchase on their website. The link will be in the description below. Alright, back to our garden here. It looks like our Serenities are almost grown. I'm gonna put a couple more sprinklers down to speed this up. I don't want to be wasting our time here, guys. But while it's sprinkling, it's doing its thing. I also just wanted to talk about using other pets in this method. Pets like the Tancho the T-Rex, the Raiju, or even a Triceratops for other bonuses. You guys can feel free to experiment. For example, the Raiju literally gives you a shock mutation every 10 minutes, but it does not interfere with your Kodama setup. The key is to just have all the Kodamas and all the corrupted Kodamas active. Everything else is just extra. I might as well go through all these Zen seed packs. I have 38 of them to burn through, so let's see how many Serenities we can get. Alright, I have 10 Zen seed packs left. Hopefully we get at least one more Serenity to put down. I might as well put these 10 seeds to good use so we can use it for this method. And I'm also just gonna put sprinklers around it. I got the basics down. Oh my god, that one is growing huge. What is going on? I put the advanced down and I'm gonna put a godly sprinkler because I can afford it because I have a bunch of them. At this point, I'm just waiting for these Serenities to be harvestable so I can literally show you the power of this method. I'm just gonna spam my watering can on it. It might help, right? There we go. I'm just gonna sell all my plants so my inventory is very organized for when we actually harvest things. There we go. And now for the moment of truth. We have our 3 corrupted Kodamas and we got our 4 regular Kodamas. We have a bunch of Serenities ready to harvest, but let's see how much of each we get with a mutation. I'm just gonna hold E to collect everything and let's see what we get. Oh my goodness. I'm just walking around this field of Serenity and we got 12 and 11 just like that. I'm gonna go over to the Kitsune over there and I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. I feel like the best way to give it to the Kitsune is to just type out tranquil, go one by one, take this plant, bam. My bars were already filled, but I'll show you guys again with empty bars how this works. So we're gonna go on the corrupted side here, bam, just like that, take this plant again. We just got a Kitsune chest, bam. And we're just gonna keep submitting everything that we just harvested, right? Here's the last corrupted one. I'm gonna give him the tranquil ones again. That makes it 10 and 10 that we've given of each, bam. But guys, this is where this method absolutely cooks. I'm back in my garden and the Serenities are ready to be collected again. So let's see what we get this time. I'm just gonna hold E down to see what we get. And just like that, we got corrupt and tranquil plants. But here's what I'm gonna say too. If you have way more Serenity plants than I do right now, this is about only 30. Say you fill this whole plot with say 50 to 70 seeds. Guys, it's not that hard to get a Serenity seed. This is already an infinite Kitsune glitch, as you guys can tell. I'm just walking around harvesting things and I'm getting corrupt and tranquil crops. But if you fill this entire field with Serenities, then your Kitsune chest factory is even better. So if you're asking, what do I do next? You literally rinse and repeat. You just replant, harvest, and donate to this Kitsune over and over. The amount of corrupted plants we get for every harvest is about 10, and the amount of tranquil harvests we get is around 10 as well. By the time we get back to harvest again, another 10 are ready of each, and you're just gonna keep it looping over and over again. You can easily get a chest every 2 minutes doing this, and once your plants are mature, some people are reporting over 50 chests an hour using this setup. It's wild. I'm gonna say it again, but the more pets you add, the faster it gets. Some people on Reddit are running 4 of each, making this method even more broken. If you guys want to take this to the next level, here are some mini tips. As you guys saw in my garden, to speed up the growing process, I used more sprinklers. I used a mixture of basic, advanced, godlies. You don't have to. You could just stick to basics. I just did this for the sake of the video, just so it can grow a bit faster, and look at that. Infinite, tranquil, and corrupt fruits I'm just harvesting, just like this. Oh my goodness. 19, 20, and 12, bro. Crazy work. Another thing you can be doing is using an alt account or a friend's account to use this with. 2 accounts running at once means double the Kitsune chests that you get. For this next tip, I don't know if it's officially true, but I've noticed, just like with the corrupted Kitsune method, that certain weather conditions seem to affect the mutation rates every time I harvest it. I feel like when I'm in low population servers, it gave me better results. Some people also report that they get way more corrupted harvests during blood moon events, but I'm not sure if that's entirely true. There's no official confirmation from the devs. But if you're into experimentation, try different servers and see what happens. Now let me tell you why this works though. If you know basic math, what I'm about to explain should make a lot of sense to you. A lot of people were confused last time when I said that you had a 100% chance of getting a corrupted Kitsune if you just did the method enough times. Let me break it down again with real numbers for the Kodama method. Each Kodama gives roughly a 4.6% chance to make a tranquil mutation, and each corrupted Kodama gives about a 4.22% chance for corrupted. Each Kodama gives a 4.6% chance for a tranquil mutation. If you have 4 of each, your chance for each fruit to mutate in some way is roughly 17.6% for tranquil ones and 16.1% for corrupted ones. Combined, that's a lot of mutated fruits per harvest. If each chest requires just 5 of each and you can harvest 50 to 60 Serenity fruits in a field, you're easily getting more than enough mutated fruits for every cycle you do. Now consider that each Kitsune chest has its own 1% chance. If you open 100 chests, that's basically a guaranteed drop. If you open 200 or more, your odds stack even higher. So yes, it's still random, but the volume is on our side. Some people might be sus and have some questions about this. If you're asking, what if I only have 1 Kodama and 1 corrupted Kodama? I'm happy to tell you that this method still works, but it's going to be slower. You'll probably get a couple mutations every few harvests instead of every harvest. But to counter that, you can literally just have more of these Serenities planted. Another thing people might be wondering is, do you need to be in a Zen event for this to work properly? The answer to that is no, and that's why this method is so overpowered. You do not need to be in a Zen event to get any Zen or corrupted plants. And the one question that most people are asking, is this bannable? Guys, I'm not a dev, so I can't tell you for sure. This feels more of like an oversight than an outright exploit. It's not like the last trick where we use server lag to our advantage, but use this trick at your own risk, especially if you're worried about your main account. Maybe test it on an alt like we did last time. And guys, let me tell you, you better get on this ASAP because it could be hours or weeks till the patch drops. I'm not taking any chances, so I'm gonna do this as much as I can. The devs have not patched the corrupted Kitsune method from last video as well. People were saying that in the comments. I tried it this morning. I tried it before I recorded this video. It still works. But like I'm telling you, act now with both of these methods. There's no telling when they'll nerf the Kodama stack. Well, that was a lot of info. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick recap on what to do. Step 1. You need the Kodama and corrupted Kodama. One of each will do. The more you have, the better. Step 2. Plant Serenity seeds down or other Zen event crops. I feel like having 30 to 50 Serenities is perfect already. The next step is to just harvest these like crazy, and as you guys can see, I'm getting crazy corrupt and tranquil mutated fruits just like that. Just like that, I got almost 25 of each. That's almost 5 Kitsune chests. And the final step, repeat this forever. And remember, if you open enough chests, the math literally guarantees that you guys get those rare 1% drops. Multiply that by however many chests you can farm with this method and you're swimming in riches. On the real though, before I sign off, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're nearly at 50,000 subscribers and it blows my mind. We literally only started uploading on this channel, what, 13 days ago? And the support has been unreal from everybody. The community has been so positive, and we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. And I know that we can hit it together. If you've made it this far, thank you. This is the official final reminder for the Kitsune giveaway. So you guys make sure hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment your favorite pet and grow a garden. One final thing too, be careful. I'm not saying this will get you banned, but it might. Always test on an alt if you're nervous. At any point, Jandel and the dev team can literally say, oh, this stacking trick is an exploit. We can ban people who use it. I don't want you losing your main accounts over a farming method. But that's up to you though. I feel like this method is safe enough. But if you're one of those that don't like taking risks, this one is not for you. And remember, updates happen fast. This could be gone tomorrow. If you're watching this, use this ASAP. But that's my whole rant about today. If you have any ideas, theories, or if you notice any weird patterns like that server reset thing I talked about last video, drop them in the comments below. I read every single comment and I might feature your theories in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.